Okay, still week one. Now we're on to question 28, which is what are the causes I most believe in, why that is, and let's see. What makes you so passionate and committed to these issues when so many millions of others don't seem to care? Is it because of personal experience, etc., etc., etc.? Okay, the causes I most believe in are the ones that I feel should be the easiest to solve, and unfortunately are some of the hardest to solve. Um, Things like solving world hunger or uh, dealing with the homeless problem in this country and in other countries. Now, I feel these should be the easiest to solve because there's not an enemy. I mean, world hunger. I doubt you can find a lot of people who want people in underprivileged countries to be going without food or water. I doubt you can find. Well, you can probably find a few more people for the homeless issue, but I doubt you can find a tremendous amount of people who want homeless people to be on the streets. I'm sure most people want homeless people to be able to have housing and want them to have food and water and want people to have in other countries to have food and water. So I feel that they should be the easiest things to solve because of that single thing that there's no enemy. However, I think that by that same token, they're also the hardest to solve because without any kind of controversy, people don't get interested. It's just sort of, oh yeah, world hunger is bad. Yeah, no one's going to disagree with you there, but there's no real conflict. There's no, it's not, there's a dictator that's interesting to people and they want to get involved, or just legalization of marijuana. It's a conflict. There are people who strongly believe it and people who are strongly against it, and so it's interesting because it creates conflict. Whereas world hunger and homelessness, there's not as much conflict. It's just an issue that needs to be dealt with. It's not quite as interesting to most people, and the reason why I think I'm most interested in that is actually a pretty selfish reason. I think it's a lot easier for me to help out with something like that than it is to help out with a political campaign. Well, political campaign is actually a bad example, but it's much easier for me, a white, fairly well-off uh, American, to just give a few bucks to an organization that's going to help bring food to kids in Africa, or that's going to help get homeless people into drug therapy, or get them into very, very, very low price housing. It's much easier for me to do that than it is for me to pick up my belongings and go move to an underprivileged country and fight a dictator that I don't believe in. I just the same as I want to cure world hunger, I don't believe in, this dictator over here, but it's much easier for me to just give money to an organization, or at most, go down to a homeless shelter and, and help out. It's much easier for me to do that than to disturb my life to go help people that probably really need help. So it's kind of a selfish reason, but that's why I believe in these causes, and also why I believe they should be the easiest to solve because it's easy for people to get involved and help, and there's no opponent. So okay, that's my answer to that question, and I will see you in the next videos, which are on week 2.